Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG Build Guide Edition. Today I'm ready to drop on you my unstoppable Paladin, one of the toughest characters in the game. And like always, everything is timestamped in the description below if you need to bounce around. We're going to look at gameplay, skills, passives, gear, and of course break down the character sheet. Let's not waste any time and jump right into this. Starting off with some gameplay. Now the skills I'm going to be using: Shield Rush, Movement, Sigils of Hope, Survivability and Boost in Damage, Holy Aura, Survivability and Boost in Damage, Shield Bash, Survivability, and then your main damage dealer is Rive. Now when everything's on, you've got your 4 sigils, and you are on the third hit, your tooltip DPS, 76,246. It has a 15% kill threshold, and it's a guaranteed crit. So you never have to worry about crit chance, only crit multiplier with this build. And it's very hard to die. Okay, let me show you. We should literally tear through this run. Let's do it.
I cannot do that.
My sword and board. Kept getting asked of me, hey, can you bring back your old Shield Bash build? Because I haven't done it in a few updates. So I was messing around with it. We were streaming, and we were able to clear all endgame content. Instability 900, Last Ruins boss, Empowered Monolith run, timeline, killed it. Not gonna lie, took a couple tries, but it had the damage and defense to win that fight. And then we determined it's ready for a build guide.
Stand down or die.
Come and get me. Pretty sure I'm going the wrong way. Am I? Yeah, going to a dead end. Okay. We have Shield Rush. Now what's cool about Shield Rush is every time you use it, when you have positive mana and Shield Bash is off cooldown, it will auto trigger your Shield Bash. And when we go through the character stat sheet, you will see why that is huge for endgame content. So far, I don't know if my life has moved. All right, come and get me. And if you want to check out that stream, you will see it on my Twitch. First link in the description below. It'll show sword and board.
Stand down.
Just my life isn't even moving. Give me that purple. Let's see how long we could stand here for. Let's just see for a minute. And I have terrible poison resist. See my life bouncing? In the current situation, it appears it's unkillable. I will show you why. Gonna shoot me? Okay. Let me show you how to recreate this build. Let's take a look at the skills, starting with Shield Rush. I will give you 1 second to screenshot it. And we're moving on. You want 3 into Warrior's Entrance, 3 into Splintering Impact, 2 into Critical Rush, 2 into Obliterating Rush, 1 into Echoes of the Charge, 5 into Stretch Time, 2 into Critical Echo, and 2 into Obliterating Echo. Now, when you use Shield Rush, you are going to make a explosion at the end, and then it's going to echo and do it a second time. Ready? And you'll time it. When you get good at this, you'll hit it, and then you'll find other little enemies, and then it'll hit them as well. Nice way to clear trash, little trash, and then the rest you'll just clean up with Rive. But obviously from what you saw just in the gameplay video, in my opinion, the best movement skill in the game. It resets quick, doesn't require an enemy to use it, and it'll go forever until you hit a wall. Rive. Give you 1 second to screenshot it. And just so you're aware, my armor right now has +2 to Rive. That is why I have 22 points. And I will tell you where I put those other 2. All right, moving on. You want 3 into Outburst, 1 into Overwhelm, 2 into Reclamation, 3 into Brutality, 1 into Coupe de Grace. Now, I go this route first, if you're leveling. And then I go for down here. 5 into Flurry, 4 into Concentration, 1 into Focus Strike. Focus Strike is what makes you crit every 3rd hit. And again, Coupe de Grace is what gives you kill threshold. Very powerful nodes. Now, on here, it's 3 swings for Rive, but all you care about is the 3rd swing. So you want to get to that 3rd swing as fast as possible. That's why you put 5 points into Flurry. It makes your 1st and 2nd attack 40% quicker. So it's like quick, quick, 3rd hit, quick, quick, 3rd hit. And what I did with my extra 2 points is I made it so the 1st and 2nd attack shred armor. The idea is like, quick, quick, shreds armor, Rive tears them up. Quick, quick, shreds armor, Rive tears them up. 22 points is perfect. It's perfect for this build. 22. Moving on to Holy Aura. I will give you a second to screenshot it. And we're moving on. You want to go right here first, Call to Arms, and take 5. Then 2 into Fanaticism, 4 into True Strike, and 3 into Extreme Zeal. And you want to come down here and get 2 from Shelter from the Storm and 4 into Mighty Shield for survivability. Okay. Sigils of Hope. Give you 1 second to screenshot it. Moving on. You want 5 into empowering sigils, 1 into Last Wish. This makes it when you kill an enemy, you have a 6% chance for it to recast, which happens all the time. 4 into Iron Sigils, 5 into Enduring Hope, 1 into Tetragram, 1 into Meditation, and 3 into Sign of the Guardian. Survivability. Last but not least, Shield Bash. My face is in the way. But right here, I have 1 point. I'll show you. Give you a second to screenshot it. Moving on. You want 5 into Protective Impact, 1 into Power Rush. You have to have Power Rush. I will demonstrate at the character sheet. You have to have Power Rush. 3 into Perfect Bulwark, 1 into Blockout. Yes, they're right here. There's 1 point. 3 into Cutting Edge, 1 into Hindrance, and 1 into Double Bash. Oh, and then up here, 1 into Dazed, 3 into Refreshing Smash, and 1 into Survival of the Fittest. Shield Bash. Regardless of how you gear your character, and regardless of all these nodes that give it improved damage, it cannot run as a damage dealer. Period. I've tried every which way. You cannot make Shield Bash do good damage, which totally sucks. But those are the skills. Moving on to the passives, and as you just saw, this character is level 91. So it's getting up there. Starting with the base class Sentinel, which is great for this build. You want 5 into Overwhelm, 8 into Juggernaut, 1 into Fearless, 1 into Gladiator, 5 into Renewal, 5 into Time and Faith, and then right down here, 10 into Mail Crusher. We are going to be using a mace. Blunt weapon. Probably my first build ever using a mace. Okay. Then you're going to come over here to Forge Guard, and you want 10 into Battle Hardened, 10 into Weapons Master, 1 into Steel, and 8 into Rallying Block. Yes, your points are spread out everywhere for this build, but you want Paladin. You don't want Forge Guard or Void Knight, you want Paladin, right? Void Knight, Endurance. I needed the Void Resistance and the Physical Resistance. That's why I have this. 6. And then Paladin. 8 into Conviction, 5 into Honor, 6 into Holy Symbol, 5 into Holy Symbol, 5 into Holy Symbol, 5 into Prayer, 1 into Sanctuary Guardian, 1 into Shield Wall, and 1 into Faith and Armor. Now let me explain this, okay? passives for this build vary based upon gear. Okay? I had 90% to critical strike avoidance. So because of that, I put 10 points into faith armor to get my critical strike avoidance maxed. If your gear gets you to 100, you would not need these 2 points. Okay? If your gear got you to void and physical resistance maxed, you would not need these 6 points. Okay, so right there, that would save you 8 passives that I would then immediately put into prayer. And then I like Holy Symbol for the healing effectiveness. And then you don't really have to worry about necrotic resistance. But technically speaking, if your resistances are awesome, you could save 5 with Holy Symbol, 2 with Faith Armor, and 6 with Endurance. Okay? And as you creep up here, Reverence of Duality is really good. Health, damage, healing effectiveness, but you don't need the mana. Okay? Those are the passive. Moving on to everybody's favorite, gear, starting with idols. Now, there's really only one idol you want to find for this class, and unfortunately, you can only use 2 of them. And that is this. Increase critical strike multiplier for Rive, and chance to shred armor on hit. And you can put in 2 of them. This can roll as high as 45 for the critical strike multiplier, and the armor shred as high as 60. I think the best one I had was this. Yeah, 38 and 50. Not too bad. So you want 2 of those. The rest of these are just random physical damage idols. Now checking out gear. There's no required uniques. There are no required set items, but I do have recommendations. Okay? Helmet. And on here, just to point it out, increased armor shred effect. This is a tier 7 perfect roll. The max you can get is 190, and this helmet has 190. Amulet, shield, armor. This is where I get my +2 to Rive, and you can roll it with on this one, +23 melee physical damage if wielding a blunt weapon. And like I said, we're using a mace. Huge for damage. Our blunt weapon, our mace, the new Doom Star. And you want melee physical damage, critical strike multiplier, and armor shred. You only need 3. And then you want your implicit, which is up to, this one's 74, as close to 90 as possible. Ring, belt, ring, relic, boots, and gloves. Gloves, make sure you have increased melee attack speed. Okay? Now let me show you this. Let's go over to the character sheet. I'm going to break down shred. Now with this build, you're going to be shredding armor all the time because you've got it on your weapon, you've got it on your idols, you've got the effect on your helmet, you have the effect on your first and second strike for Rive, and you've got it on your shield bash. So again, you're bringing down the enemy's armor, and you're going to physically penetrate it and do more damage to kill enemies quicker. Now, why is this character, I don't want to say unkillable. It's not unkillable, but why is this character tough as nails? Okay, let's go through the base stats, and I will show you what happens when you get all your boosts on, okay? Strength 57, Vitality 7, Movement Speed 34. Fire's at 75, Lightning's at 55, Cold's at 75, Physical's at 55, Poison's at 26, Necrotic 42, Void 75. So when you look at this, you'd be like, oh, only 3 of them are any good. Hang tight. Just hang tight. Block chance 40, block effectiveness 47, armor 48. Defenses, endurance is 60 maxed, endurance threshold 350, critical strike avoidance 99, practically maxed. And then when you look at our damage, critical strike multiplier is up to 341, and our physical damage is at 482. So when we are hitting the training dummy with all of our goodies on it, 52,000, 54,000, 71, 7,000. Like, you can tear it up. Every single third hit is going to be a crit to every enemy around you. That's what, 50 to 70,000 fairly consistently. It's nice. Always critting. All right. Now, when you have your 4 sigils up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now our block chance is up to 52. Our armor's up to 66. And our damage is up to 602. So damage and survivability through your sigils. Now we keep our sigils up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to activate Holy Aura. So when you activate Holy Aura, you will notice that now our armor is even higher, and fire, lightning, and cold get a big boost in resistances. And click. Okay. And you get a boost in damage. I know it doesn't last long, but you're going to be triggering it all the time. Okay. Damage, armor, block, resistance through activating your Holy Aura. But we're not done. Let's put sigils back up. Okay. Every single time you shield bash, which is literally all the time. I mean, you're almost constantly using shield bash, right? Every time you use shield bash, watch your block chance. And shield bash. Yes, you're correct. That says 167. And you can already shield bash again, and now you're at get out of here. 67. So the idea is you shield bash into enemies, which then practically makes you unkillable. And then you shield bash into them again. That's what you do in boss fights. You could bounce around in and out of the fights, and you're practically invulnerable, because when you shield bash, you are auto-triggering, or when you shield rush, you're auto-triggering shield bash through power rush. So really, you're almost never manually triggering shield bash. And that'll blind enemies, that will stun them, and the last piece of this puzzle, okay? The last piece. This is going to be a long build guide, but you have to know this. Actually, 2 more pieces. We're still not done, okay? 2 more pieces of this puzzle. In here, you are going to have renewal. 5 points. 25% chance whenever you block to build back life. This is why earlier in the gameplay they couldn't kill me. But this is just one piece of that. Under Paladin, you have Holy Symbol. And Holy Symbol is every 3 seconds when you block, you gain 90 life. So now you have those 2 working back and forth. And every time you get healed by one of those, you have prayer. Which, if I was geared a little better, I would have 10 points into prayer, which is going to give you a boost to damage and increase your healing effect. Okay, but we're still not done. Because in Shield Bash, which you are doing over and over and over again through Shield Rush, you're going to be getting 15 points to health on stun, which is a guaranteed stun, and you're going to be getting 1 point of health per strength. And if you remember, for our character street, we have 57 points of health. So you're going to be getting... I probably should have totaled it before. You're going to be getting 90, 50, 15, and 57. Over and over and over again. And that's not even talking about the leech that you're going to just get from your weapon, from Rive, 10% life leech on 3rd hit. It's not unkillable. You can die. It just doesn't happen very often. We're still not done. You saw the resistances. You saw the armor. You saw the block. You saw the endurance. You saw the crit strike avoidance. And you saw that I am going to be able to heal. Just click on a random one. I'm going to be able to heal from block. All of that survivability, but we're still not done. Okay. Got to show you one more thing. You're going to like this, okay? Long build guide. Probably need to lower the resolution so it doesn't take forever to load. Okay. Character sheet up. Hopefully it's just a singular enemy so I don't die. Look at my armor. And look at my physical. When you take damage, it is going to boost your armor and your physical resistance. Now I'm going to die. Bird. When you take damage, it's going to boost your armor and your physical resistance. On top of everything else. You've got your sigils. So now when you look at your resistances, with the exception of poison and necrotic, which is honestly very easy to get, my armor's not maxed, my shield isn't matched, and my belt sucks. You could just get poison and necrotic on this build. Your resistances are perfect. Your armor is in the 80%. Your block is huge. Your endurance is huge. Your crit strike avoidance is huge. You're going to be getting your life back, and you're going to be building armor and physical resistance through contact. All right, everyone, that's the build guide. I want to know your opinion. Is there anything I missed to push this build even farther? Let me know in the comment section below. Like I said earlier, I am officially on Twitch, and I played this character for 2 straight streams. It was probably a total of like 7 hours. So if you want to see more gameplay, first link in the description below. And today, I killed the boss in the last ruin, the hardest timeline in the game, in my opinion, the hardest boss in the game, at instability 900. Check it out, first link in the description below. If you haven't joined the Official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're now over 1,100 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this unstoppable Paladin build. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.